Hi, good afternoon. So I'm here with a pistol that I've had since 2016. Never got around to reviewing it. So this is the Tolmar ISSC M22. It's a blowback Co2 BB pistol. So this is the manual. It's really basic. Tells you most things, and I'll explain all about it anyhow. Okay. The magazine holds 18 BBs, not 20 as it says in the manual. It comes down and locks down like so. Okay. Pop your BBs in the top and then release that. Just release it with your finger out. I think that's it. CO2 goes in there, screws it up, bit of lubrication there as usual. And the way it works is as you pull the trigger, the frame inside the pistol pushes that forward, pushes the BB out, and then it fires the CO2 through the valve and fires out the hole there. That's how it works, okay? All metal as well. Right, this is the pistol. It's a really nice replica of the real steel. If I just show you down the actual grips along the top, okay, like that, and if you turn it round, you'll see the branding on the side, ISSC M22, and it's a .22 LR, which is long rifle round. That's what real steel does. Right, from the back, right, you've got what would be a decocker safety. This is moulded in, so that doesn't work. And then you've got an adjustable rear sight for windage. There's a small screw there. Okay, you need a little watchmaker screwdriver for that. The slide is really light, yeah, and it does appear, sounds a bit tinny, so that's single action, double action. But when you've got the magazine in, like so, it doesn't. Okay, so the slide is really light, and that probably helps the actual shot count, because you'll get 4 magazines out of this, 418, so you get 72 shots before the CO2 drops off, which is better than most pistols. An interesting feature, like also on the real steel pistol, is you see this thing here. This lock here, you get a pin, it goes in, it turns it 90 degrees, and that actually locks the whole trigger, so you can't actually fire it at all. And that's on this replica as well. So it comes with like a double-ended Allen key. The other side's got a pin in it, and you just turn it and lock it. So you can actually, when you store it, you can lock it in position, so you can't actually operate the trigger at all. Okay, this would be your takedown levers to take the slide off. You can't do that. So that's 2 things you can't do, like the real steel. That doesn't work. And you can't dismantle it, but it's not a big issue. Okay, really nice weight. It weighs 649 grams with the magazine and CO2 in, which isn't actually that far away from the real steel at 660 grams. So obviously locks open on the final shot. Okay, yeah, it's a really nice replica. No white markings on it. So that's the only safety thing. Read the instruction manual, and then you've got a bit of grey where the serial number is. Yeah, really nice weight, very Glock-like. The Mark 1 version, when it came out, the real steel Glock sort of persuaded ISSC to change the design because it looked too much like a Glock, and this is what they call like the Mark 2 version or the Series 2 version, which still looks fairly Glocky, but yeah, apparently Glock were happy after they did the changes to it. Okay. So yeah, what I did, put it through the crony, did 18 shots through the crony, there are the results. Barrel length is 4 inches, by the way, tells you the top corner, shot count. Yeah, gave it 15 seconds between each shot to allow it to like recover a bit, the CO2 recover a bit, and it was 12 FPS over the 18 shots, which is pretty good actually for a BB shooter. I also shot it at 10 yards, semi-rest or front with a rice bag at a paper target. There's 5 circled ones here. These were what I was doing. I was adjusting the rear sight, and the last 15 went pretty central there, so that's pretty good for a 4-inch barrel, smoothbore barrel. Okay, so there you go. That is the sort of like a, well, it's not really an unboxing review because it's so long, but it's like a little review. I'll be taking outside when the weather gets decent, and we'll be doing a bit of targets, paper targets at 10 yards, 12.5 meters. See how it shoots, and also some tin cans at 12.5, maybe push it down to 15. Power wise, energy wise, those 18 shots, it averaged 1.72 foot-pounds energy, which is pretty decent. Average FPS of 380 FPS, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I hope you like that little bit of a review, and we'll have the shooting bit on afterwards. Of course, you can decock this as well by hand, like so. There we go. So I hope you like that little review. Really nice pistol. Not particularly expensive either. Take care. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon. So I'm here with my Tolmar ISSC M22 blowback BB pistol, and I've got some targets out here. I've got a target at 10 yards, paper target at 10 yards, paper target at 12.5 metres, some cans at 12.5 metres, and 3 cans at 15 metres, which I'm not sure we'll be able to hit. So I'm going to do 9 shots at each of the 2 paper targets, zooming on the 12.5 metre. Got 18 Daisy BB, steel BBs. So yeah, freestanding. Here goes. 9 shots at each. See how we do. I'm not sure exactly where to aim, so I think I might just aim for the middle. The first part of the pull puts the BB into the barrel. Okay, it's sort of reasonably central. It's not super smooth pull. The first bit is obviously the BB has to be pushed out, but as the amount of BBs are shot, it does get lighter. Obviously, spring pressure starts to reduce. The real steel one apparently has only had 10 rounds in the magazine, so if you only put 10 in, the feed would probably be smoother than having 18. I think that's 4 shots. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Okay, so we're going to zoom in on the 12.5 metre and see how many we can put in there. Obviously, with the BB shooter, a lot more difficult. It might be shooting slightly to the left, so might have to make some windage adjustments on the rear sight at some point. We'll pick the same aim point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more. Should be 9. That's it. And the slide is locked back, which is what it should do. So they all hit the pellet trap, which is good. So you see it locks back. So we'll pop the magazine out and just release the fire off the action, and we'll go and bring those targets up a closer look. Right, so that's freestanding at 10 yards. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not too bad actually. I was aiming sort of here, and they're sort of grouping mainly around here. So I might make a little bit of adjustment on the actual rear windage. It's sort of breezing every so often, so it's not perfectly smooth and quiet. It never is up here, to be fair. 12.5 metres, again we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're all on there, which is good at 12.5 metres. They're shot pretty central, so these BBs might fly a bit different the further out you go. But the aim point was again here, yeah, so that's pretty good. So what we'll do, we'll re-arm, yeah, fill up the magazine again, and then we'll have a crack at the cans, see if we can knock the cans over, the 9 cans over, and then there's 3 cans at 15 metres. So I hope you like that little bit of shooting review, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you for watching and take care. Hi, good afternoon. So I'm back with my ISSC M22 blowback pistol, and I've got some cans at 12.5 metres in my ammo container and 3 out at 15. So I'm going to zoom in on them. I'm going to try and knock them down. I've got 18 Daisy BBs. I'm not sure whether this will be successful or not. I've got a rough idea where the aim point is. So here goes. This is the, I think it's the third magazine, I think. So we'll see how we do. The wind's got up a fair bit as well, so we're getting some gusting every so often. So we'll see if we can take out these cans. One. Two. Oh, pulled that one. Ooh, I nearly got the hit fall through over. Yeah. Right, that's the top row. I think I'm on the bottom one now. Hit it, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not too bad at all. Right, so let's take it out to 15, which are those three there. Now, the wind is getting up. 15 metres is quite a long way out. This is only 1.7 foot-pound energy. So, and this is the third magazine, so we should have another magazine out of this, no problem. We only get 4. So, let's see if we can hit these. Again, we'll go for the same sort of aim point. Again, freestanding. I think I've got about probably 7 shots left, so oh yeah. Yeah. That's it. I think we're out. Yep, we are out. So that's not too bad at all. That's 15 metres out. So yeah, for a BB shooter, this is a pretty accurate pistol. Really, it's only got a 4-inch barrel. It's only sort of like that sort of length. If you lock it open, you can see the internals. So as you see the frame here, as you pull the trigger, that basically pushes the BB out at the top of the magazine, pushes that forward, okay, and that feeds the BB in. But the barrel only goes from like there to there, so it's only 4 inches, so that's not bad. So it's pretty good actually, yeah. I mean, with my breathing, I'm surprised I managed to hit those at 15 metres. I'm pretty impressed with the pistol. So yeah, BB shooter, really nice replica. I think about 130 now in the UK. Obviously I bought this back in 2016, so it was a fair bit cheaper back then. I think I paid about 100 for it. Everything's gone up in price, so yeah, really nice replica. You can decock it. Yeah, the only thing I think would be nice is being able to field strip it. Obviously these do operate, but they don't actually, you can't actually take the slide off like the real steel. And it'd be nice to have this a working safety decocker bit. You know, if they managed to do it, that would have pushed the price up as well, I suppose. But apart from that, yeah, it's a really nice replica. So I hope you like that little shooting review. Take care, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want updates on new videos.